Hi fellow railbirds, and welcome to another video in our series. My name is Terry Wood. I am the author of PokerRailbird.com. We have received several inquiries to what is Poker Railbird about, what makes us different from other poker sites. Today I'm going to answer those questions and provide some insight as to our overall poker strategies and goals. Keep in mind that this is a Reader's Digest version. Visit us at PokerRailbird.com for a more detailed understanding. Before I get into what you will find at Poker Railbird, let me first tell you what you will not find. You will not find any rules. Nothing anywhere that says do this or that in a given hand. Numerous poker books and most poker sites will have a list of lots of rules, but poker is situational. There can't be a rule when no one can possibly know what the situation will be until it actually happens. Rules such as always raise 3 times the big blind preflop. Rules like never limp into a hand, or rules like never flat call. And the list of poker rules goes on and on. At Poker Railbird, we don't believe in rules. Poker is situational, and there are rarely two situations that are precisely the same. We instead focus on how to make the best possible decision in any given situation. Not by having a set of rules to follow, but by applying our poker knowledge, our math, tells, reading the board, past hands, poker player profiles, and their personalities to every situation. Now, how can you have any rule that would be applicable to each situation when you don't know what the situation is until it happens and the information is ever changing? Poker is a game of making decisions with incomplete data. As the hand progresses, you are constantly gathering additional information. This alone puts rules out the window. Rules are also too rigid. Rules will turn poker players into repetitious thinkers, playing the same hand, the same way, in every situation, and that is a recipe for disaster in poker. Every single game that you play in will be different than the last one or the next one. You may play with the same 8 players every week, even over a long period of time. Even then, there will never be 2 games that are alike, that will play out exactly the same. The situations will vary. Like grains of sand, no 2 will ever be the same. Maybe someone had a rough day at work. Perhaps Peggy Sue got in an argument with her better half hours before the game. Billy Bob may have just taken a bad beat. Hundreds of things can impact the game and its players. Again, every session will be different. Poker is situational. Rules are rules. They can't help you make a situational decision when the rule doesn't take into account the present situation. We have all seen the rule. If everyone folds around to your button, you should always raise. So if the small blind just took a bad beat, and you can see that he's just itching to shove his stack into the middle, are you really wanting to raise with that 9-3 you've got on the button? You really believe that would be your best decision? I'm going to get off the rules now, but I hope you see how silly rules can be, so we don't have them at Poker Railbird. Instead of rules, we focus on tools and game preparation. What tools do we have in our poker toolbox that we can bring to the table? Before we get into the toolbox, let's talk about game prep. By that I mean studying all aspects of poker strategy, the math. Remember, math is the underlying form of poker. Do you know how to calculate your hand probability? Understand able to calculate pot odds? Do you have a knowledge of being able to read the board? Can you spot tells, etc.? Are you prepared to accept a bad beat without tilting? Pre-game preparation, studying, comes before everything else in poker. Now the toolbox. We have an array of tools. We can limp, flat call, raise, fold, check, bluff, and so forth. Knowing when to use each tool is vital. Poker is situational. Did I say that enough times yet? You have to determine what tool is right for each situation. That's our focus here at Poker Railbird, understanding the entire game strategy, having the poker knowledge so ingrained into your thought process that you recognize and sum up situations quickly and make the best decision possible with the information you have. You can't control the outcome, but you can control the process of decision making. Your decisions need to be sound. You should be able to verbalize why you took the action you took in lieu of some other action. Very few players can do that. That's our goal, to help our readers have a deep understanding of all elements of poker strategy, to ingrain it into their thinking process, not by having a set of ridiculous rules, but by acquiring knowledge of all elements of poker to make the best decision possible with the information at hand. That's all for today, guys. Thanks for joining us, and hope you'll visit us at PokerRailbird.com. I believe it will enhance your game and help you keep poker situational. Use tools, not rules. Thanks. See you again in the next video. This is Terry Wood, author of PokerRubBird.com.